If you are sunny side up, one foot in front of the other, and can understand the words coming out of my mouth, what's happening? And welcome in to a super excited edition of the Breaking Bread radio program right here on Birmingham's Real Talk 99.5, coming to you today live from the Redland Rifle Studios inside of Redland Rifle Company, Highway 280. If you're looking for some peace, if you're looking for peace, for some peace of mind, come check out the great selection, all the things, all the accessories, all the pew-pews, 5% sales theft. You can't beat it. Special thanks to the folks at Lonnie's Furniture Company for providing the furniture for the studio. If you are looking for a great selection of adult, extremely well-made furniture, they've got an acre under one roof for you out there in Kimberly, Alabama at Lonnie's Furniture Company. All the information you could ever want can be found at Lonnie'sFurnitureCompany.com, Lainus Furniture.com. Before we keep things moving with Crocker Moving Services, let me introduce this gentleman sitting to my right. I've been following him and seen his posts and whatnot and vice versa for years. Somehow today was the first time that we ever met in person, so I appreciate that. But Mr. Brad Peaks, the chainsaw, how do you have it listed? I'm sorry, my headphones just died. The chainsaw guru, the chainsaw guy, what do you call yourself?
The Chainsaw Man.
The Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
It's better than the Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, we don't want Chainsaw Massacre.
It is for sure better than that.
I used to be the Chainsaw Man. This is ridiculous.
You just called the chopper.
To be fair, you were more like the hatchet guy.
That's
Yeah.
okay. All right, fair enough.
Full size axe, mauler man,
Ooh,
wood splitter. You like the mauler man?
I'm a mauler, shot caller.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you a
get
mauler,
36-inch
wood
axe.
chopper.
Yeah, look at that.
Mauler.
We could do this.
We should absolutely do that for you.
Yeah, I may auto tune that and then
I be
and then make a
chopping
commercial
wood
out of it.
every single day. I be chopping wood.
Yeah.
It could. So a mutual friend of ours saw a carving of a cheeseburger that Brad did,
Yep.
and she was like, "Will, you need one of those?" And I was like, "Abso-freaking-lutely."
That was perfect.
So my guy did the cheeseburger with the headphones. And if you're on the stream on any of our social media,
so awesome.
we're sitting next to it. It's like my new little friend.
It's big too.
No, it's
So
huge.
it will make.
What type of wood did he use?
Debut.
What kind of wood is that?
That is oak, red oak.
It's made out of red oak.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's this skull in
Spine. Back
spine. Thanks. Behind me here that he also did. So we're gonna get into all of that. But this is kind of its debut for us. It's gonna make its debut at the restaurant on Friday.
Oh man, can't wait.
I'm super excited. You've put it on your social media, and I believe that some of our guests have seen it that way, but I have not let it out of the bag at all. Some of my team knows that it's coming, but people are going to be wonderfully surprised, and we look forward to doing the grand unveiling at the restaurant on Friday. So
That is awesome.
if you're keeping score on today's show, Darian, AJ, JD, your man, the Chubbfather, and Brad Peaks. Let's keep things moving with Brother AJ and Crocker Moving Services.
Well, first of all, I was going to say that thing looks amazing, and I know it's a pretty heavy piece, right?
It looks absolutely.
It's got some weight to it, for sure.
Yes. So you might need to go ahead and reach out to Eric Crocker at Crocker Moving Services to go ahead and help you
See what you
move
did
that
there.
thing.
You should have seen them moving it in
yeah.
here.
Well, I mean, you should have called them. They
Uh-huh.
probably would have done it too. You know, they got the 2-hour rate that they can go ahead and knock that out. And then, yeah, and you could do it like one of those tours. You know, like when like your favorite team wins the championship.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and then the trophy kind of like they travel with the trophy. You can hire Eric Crocker and have that thing kind of strapped on one of the Crocker moving trucks, and then have that thing just kind of travel all through the city so people can check it out and take pictures and all that good stuff. So that's pretty good work, man.
I'm so impressed.
Really neat.
Like, this is my first time, like, being up close and personal with it. And, like, just the detail is crazy. I'm sorry. Continue, AJ. I'm just
Yeah, pictures don't do it
Pictures
justice.
doesn't do any justice. So, but if you need a great moving company to help you move your things, I'm talking about your big things, your little things, your
Sweet things.
medium-sized things, whatever
whole-
thing
the
you may
whole
want
thing.
go ahead and reach out to Crocker Moving Services, crockermovingservices.com, crockermovingservices.com. Real quick.
AJ, let me ask you a question real fast before you get started.
Yeah.
Will they move wedding invitations from one place to another?
Oh, yes. Yes. You know what? Matter of fact, I did call
We just-
Leonard, and I said, hey, can y'all,
Oh God.
there was a box of, like, invitations. I know
We
that
had to.
Will, JD, and myself was in that particular box. Darian said he needed a mover to help move all
Oh
these
man,
invitations, so we could get it.
Wow.
And so, yeah.
Well, y'all coming off the top of the rope.
So
man.
I
The
had
whole
to,
week,
man.
huh?
Oh, yeah,
Look,
Darian's
I had to-
getting
yeah,
married
it's-
this week.
Look, Darren's going to invite us to his next wedding.
Hey, at least
Yeah.
look. At least we're gonna be.
No,
at least we're gonna be at the bachelor party.
Yeah.
He already
Are we?
had that. No, he already had that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
didn't get invited to that either.
Okay.
What about the
you know
bachelorette
what?
party?
Baby shower. We get
Yeah.
we get invited to the baby shower. Yeah,
Absolutely.
not.
Sorry, Darian. I
man.
couldn't pass that up.
That
man.
was
You
so
made it too easy.
That was there.
Yeah.
That
That
was,
was too
a
easy.
layup. I can't even get mad at it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we
Tell
don't
us
want
what we
to
should
get lost
know.
like our invitations did in the mail from Darren. So crockermovingservices.com, crockermovingservices.com. So there was the trend with the whole Ozempic. Everybody was taking it. I took the semaglutide, which is similar, and everybody's like,
Yeah.
well, this is what it does, and blah blah blah. But anyway, so there's a restaurant in New York for those who are on the Ozempic, and they're making like these little. It's pretty funny. So you got your regular burger, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Just like the size of that wood carving.
Right.
And then for them, they're gonna have like a single meatball size like burger for all those who
What they gonna call it? The Ozempic burger.
Yeah,
Don't they-
exactly.
It's just a slider.
Yeah, I was
isn't
about
it?
to say, isn't that just a slider?
No,
It's a slider.
it's smaller than a slider.
Don't ever
It's a
disrespect,
1
boy.
ounce. It's 1 ounce hamburgers.
Man, if
Okay.
somebody brought that to my face, I'm gonna throw it back in there.
So they basically think that they're just recreating an American style tapas menu.
Basically,
It sounds like it.
yeah,
Pretty much.
It's
You
New
gotta-
York.
you gotta respect the
and then they're
hustle,
gonna,
though, right?
And then they're gonna overcharge on everything.
Yeah.
too,
What if
so-
I'm not on Ozempic and I need multiple little
Right.
cheeseburgers
It's going
to
to cost
make
you a
me
lot.
happy? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very much.
So okay, so they're offering this cheeseburger, okay? This 1 ounce cheeseburger,
Mm-hmm.
1 ounce. It's not
1
it's not
ounce.
a big burger.
Mm-hmm.
$12.
Niggas.
I'm going to need some gold leaf or
Boy.
something on that.
Boy,
Now listen.
that better come from the finest calf.
$12, man. Like So
I've paid hundreds of dollars for an ounce of something before. It was never
It's not gonna be hamburger.
ground beef. Never.
right.
Yeah,
That's
we know that
disturbing.
when. Yeah, we
That's
know that
disturbing.
Some other things they're going to be offering as well too. A single meatball, small meatball, right?
And financing?
Yes.
Can we use Afterpay?
When, right.
For one meatball, they're charging $10 for that.
Where's this at? In New York?
That's a quality.
Yeah,
meatball.
New York City.
Oh, that new mayor, they're gonna try and get in. Those things are gonna be free.
right.
Oh man,
You should
So,
go,
yeah,
JD.
they
You're
got-
going to be there soon. You should go.
Yeah.
JD will be in New York next week.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not. I
let us
decided
know
not to
how.
go.
Liar.
Yeah, you're excited.
I'm gonna have to teach y'all about OPSEC for crying out loud. Good God.
I know about the opposite sex. What are you talking about? I'm the biggest fan of that.
No, I canceled
JD said,
that.
Y'all letting this ops know what time it is.
Oh, sorry. No,
right,
JD will be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will not
He's
be
going
going
nowhere.
anywhere.
Right.
No, that will be his double that is going to New York. That
Yes.
him.
I'll tell you
Well,
what.
speaking of New York City, New York is what I like to call a tourist trap, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything's going to be an upcharge when you go to New York City. Also, another thing about New York, I won't just say New York, but just a lot of places that have a lot of like touristy areas, right? Well, Las Vegas, there's a hotel there that's
Show is.
getting lambasted because they charged a guest for a bottle of water, almost $30.
Man, they can go play in traffic.
I heard about that.
$30 for a bottle of water.
Was it at least Fiji?
No.
Well, they served them Aquafina for $30.
It's probably
Wow, to
refilled.
go fight them.
You know, it was refilled out of the faucet.
It was used. It was a used bottle. No,
Which hotel? Which hotel this is?
Hold on. I'm trying to get the story pulled up because it decided to refresh. So let me pull it up real quick. So what was the hotel?
Is this not the same hotel where like the people left and then the cleaning people left the door open and some kids came by and went in there and drank everything and ate everything on the mini bar?
I don't know about that.
That's another story.
Yeah, that's another story. But all right, so this is how messed up it is. So it was the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. It's one of those real fancy hotels.
Don't sound fancy.
The room rates was starting at $280 per night. Okay.
Does that come with an escort?
Right. Right. Seriously.
They all do.
So according to this unidentified guest, reportedly staying at the Aria Hotel, they said that employee was restocking and cleaning the room, and the room had a mini bar. And they decided, well, they were thirsty and they were going to drink it, so they drunk the bottle. And there was no signs posted at all. It says, because normally when you go in, they'll tell you, you know, how much everything's going to cost if you open up this bottle or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, not only did they charge them $28 for the bottle of water, they didn't tell them until after they partook the bottle of water.
How many times do you think this has happened over the years, though? Because like,
you're trying to get they lick.
Yeah, you're trying to get out of Vegas, and they're like, "Oh, you drink," and I'm like, "Man, I got a plane to catch. I've been in, like I've been here for a week. I hate my life right now. Right? You're just trying to get out of there. I bet they've made billions of dollars like that.
Here's the crazy part. So we already know
There's
Starbucks.
more?
Yeah,
Right.
That wasn't enough.
That wasn't crazy enough.
So Starbucks sells the same bottle of water. Now, Starbucks is not a cheap place. Close. $7.45.
Well, I mean, adjusted for inflation and in a mini bar.
Down the street.
That's not that's not
still
terrible.
Vegas. I mean, like
No,
$30
I'm sorry, not
is
down
crazy.
the street. I'm sorry, let me time out. Let me correct myself. It's not down the street. It was downstairs in the same hotel.
Yeah, that hotel deserves everything.
Well, hey man, you know, sometimes you got to pay for convenience.
You better off.
Not no $28 for no doggone water. I drink out the sink.
All right, Will. You let me hear you say that when you go to the hotel and you get that bill that says you paid $30 for some water. Oh yeah, I just paid for convenience.
First of all,
you ain't gonna say that.
First of all, regardless of how much I participated in the adult novelties in Las Vegas, I would never be munchied up enough to think that it was a good idea to even crack that mini bar open.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I've multiple times I've visited the mini bar in the hotels.
Look, I'm sorry, but you brought that issue on yourself. Yeah. At the end
But
of the day,
hey
man,
well,
look.
to there now, like I said,
it's
I
in a
can
mini bar.
understand.
You better cup your hands and put it under the sink.
I can understand if you saw the cost of each item, which were part of that mini bar. But I think what the frustrating part was that there was no price. So basically, they could have just made up a charge and said, "Hey, that's how much we're charging."
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's pretty much it.
I think it's generally understood that if you open the mini bar, that it's going to be the most expensive buzz you've ever had.
Exactly.
But that's water. I can understand the liquor,
all of it.
But the water costing $30, and then you could just go downstairs and get the same bottle for much cheaper.
But look, anyway. it was a switcheroo because I guarantee the way they do it is like you could get the bourbon, the little bottles of Jack Daniels or a little bottle of Smirnoff. Them things weren't but $3.
They're free if you just go throw a $5 chip on a table somewhere.
But they all know that nobody's going to buy the liquor out of the mini bar because it's so expensive. So since they're taking a loss on nobody buying the liquor, they just mark up the water.
They tricking you with the water.
They tricking you with the water, yeah.
Because you too bougie to drink out the faucet. Well, I'm from McCalla. I'm going to hit that bathroom sink and call it a day.
I'm just going to just wrap it up. We'll wrap it up with this real quick. All right, so the story is there's some. I'm going to show you some. I'm going to tell you some of the prices that they also was offering before we take this break. So the Body Armor Super Drink Fruit Punch, you know, the little thirst quencher. They were charging $16.75 for that. Coca-Cola Deluxe Diet as well too, $13.75. The Perrier Deluxe.
Oh, you know that's jumping off.
No, that was $13.75. That was actually pretty cheap.
Wow.
Red Bull Deluxe, which is basically just a regular can.
Yeah.
Same price, $13.
Now, to be fair, that
Fiji
does give you
water.
wings.
It
does.
give you wings. Exactly.
Sprite was $13.75, and then Fiji Water 1 liter Deluxe, $24.75.
Well, I mean,
Man,
it
look,
is
let's go
made
to
from
break.
the purest stream of the planet.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not doing
true,
Vegas
man.
right if you ain't cracked into that mini bar at least once.
Man, look,
and
if
if
I pay,
you're dropping $300 to $500 a night on the room,
you got it.
I mean,
Nah, I'm
But
I'm
still-
gonna get those deals.
Hey, but still, if I pay $30 for some water, it better be the water that came from the faucet of the Lord Himself.
Yeah.
this is the same water that Jesus'
I
feet
want
got
that-
washed in.
Yeah.
On me.
No, I want that water that Jesus walked on. That's what I
That's
want.
what I need.
Anyway,
That's
all
that
right,
hard
let's go ahead and
water.
take this break. Let's take this break so we can talk to our guests, and because I'm fascinated on this wood carving, and we can get more details on some other stuff he might be working on as well too. 205-545-9950, or you can also hit us up at 205-44-BREAD. You can also text us on both of those as well too. Check out all of our wonderful sponsors, and we're gonna be back on the other side. You're listening to Breaking Bread right here on Talk 99.5.
You're listening to
Welcome back in to the Breaking Bread radio program. Sitting here next to the Chainsaw Master. Not Massacre, Master. This is like so I'm enamored. I'll tell you, when Craig and Keith and the team at Birmingham Broker see this, they're gonna need a Birmingham Broker logo.
Yes, why not?
Carved.
Yeah. Mob Inc. needs one too.
Mob Inc.'s going to need one too. I'm absolutely certain of it. Another thing I'm absolutely certain of is that if you're looking to get out of your current vehicle and into something else, don't go to the car dealership because you're going to get hosed. They got to offer you a wholesale price so they can turn around and sell it retail. And don't meet somebody you don't know in the dark alley because you may not return home to your family and your vehicle could just disappear. Go to bhambroker.com, fill out some information, have a consultation, come to an agreement, hand them the keys, and Birmingham Broker is going to sell your car and sell your car fast so you don't have to. It really is that simple and that easy. bhambroker.com, bhambroker.com. Woo! The music's playing again. It's about time to roll into a break. But, Brad, I got to ask you, how long did it take you to carve this?
Man, this particular piece took me right at about 8 hours to do. So not as long as you think. Some people are like, man, you had like, how long did it take you? Weeks? No, once I start, I go.
It's crazy.
Just comes easy.
It's crazy. We got to talk about that and more on the other side of things. Join us tomorrow here at Redland Rifle Company for a special food truck event, 11 to 1 with CBS 42.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's going to be pretty awesome. And when we come back, we're going to tell you about another special event we got going on Friday, and we're going to get into all things chainsaw carving with the man himself. You are listening to the Breaking Bread crew on Talk 99.5, and we'll be back right after this. It's a cheeseburger. Make sure you join us out in Leeds for the Mob Inc. Cruise In this Friday. Mob Inc. Great organization. Very, very charitable. Lots of awesome cars. Come see them for the Cruise In on Friday. It leads from 5 to 8, and they will be on the show with us tomorrow evening.
Yeah,
as
Scott will. What is it? Motors to. What's the name of the event tomorrow? Motors on Main.
Motors on Main.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be right down at historic Leeds, over on 8th Avenue.
Yep. And for more information, check out the Mob Inc. Facebook page. They got all the stuff up there. The music was playing, so it's now time for some questions with our very special guest, the Chainsaw Master, Brad Peaks.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so question number 1. Yep. I've already asked you, so I know the answer, but tell the people. How long ago did you figure out that you had this crazy ability to carve things with a chainsaw out of wood?
2.5 years ago. And that's about it, roughly 2.5 years ago.
What the hell?
It's insane.
So you just woke up one day and said, I'm gonna make something out of wood.
I think he bumped his head or something.
Bumped my head.
Yeah. Well, he said there was a UFO that flew over the house.
You know, I got proof of that. I got a video of it. But,
I believe you. I believe in the UFOs.
Yeah, man. It's just 2.5 years ago. No, I had a buddy of mine that was getting into it, and unfortunately he has MS, and sort of lost his ability to do that, and he knew how to creative mind and the ability to do stuff, and so he's, hey, carve a cross. Okay. Carved a cross, and next he's like, do a bear. Did a bear right off the jump. From a cross to a bear. Just like right away. Yeah. And,
he said it with so much ease.
He did. He's just like, oh yeah, that was easy like Sunday morning.
Light work.
That's what he thought, man. And God, I fell in love with it overnight. I'm not even kidding, like overnight. And
I can see where it would be incredibly fun and an amazing release.
Most definitely. I mean, that's therapy you can think of.
Yeah.
Well, I know a guy who has a whole bunch of wood that he's trying to get rid of. So maybe maybe you can get connected with him, and then at least you have an endless supply of wood.
Ooh, you want to go play in my wood yard?
JD found him another wood friend.
Man, y'all like Mr. Woodchuck.
You were the chainsaw man, right? What's that? You said you were the chainsaw
He's
man.
the mole
man.
No, he's the molar.
He's the mauler.
Or the chopper.
Yeah, I just chop it. I just chop it. Now I just got to burn it because I got like 3 cords of it back there that nobody wants. That's y'all's workout, man. Yeah, that's all. That's what it is. I don't even have a fireplace at home.
Who's next? JD?
I'll go. All right.
You're the most passionate about wood among us.
From
CC
wood to wood.
Man, I love good wood, especially like good hardwood.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it, baby.
You know what they say
CC
about
wise,
redwood?
what size chainsaws? Like how many chainsaws you got? What size are they?
I got about 6 chainsaws that I run. I'd say right now what I run on the mainly would be 2 specific chainsaws. I'm a steel guy. A lot of people are Husqvarna.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Some people are Echo, not many, but I'm a steel guy.
Hey, don't be talking trash about
man,
Echo. Look, I'm kick you out of this
Depot's
room.
right there, right across the street.
Goodness gracious.
But yeah, man, I'd say steel's my favorite. The MS500, that's I call it a blocking saw. That's what I use to block out everything, sort of create the shape, because I got a vision in my head. Like I know what I'm looking at,
right?
And it's there, and it's we're talking on the break. It's hard to explain that to people, but it's something I can see, and thank God I can see it. And pretty much I start out with the MS500, and then I drop down to an MS201, and all my stuff's customized: sprockets, bars, blades. When I get them out of the box, I pretty much tear them up and pull out all the stuff I don't want on it, strip them down, make them as light as possible, and I go for it.
We need to get you a steel sponsorship.
Dude, please. Please. I've been hashtagging steel ever since I've been on social media, and I haven't got one phone call. So,
I mean, I actually know a guy over there.
Man,
since you was talking trash about Echo, I ain't going to do it.
Oh, no. Hashtag Echo.
That's petty.
You know what I mean? Maybe you could cut a wood, do a wood carving of a steel chainsaw.
You know what? Hey,
and
I
then,
thought about that.
go ahead and do that.
Would you invited us to your wedding?
Did I invite y'all?
Would you?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Okay, good.
Aren't y'all crashing weddings now? Okay.
We are absolutely. That's the plan now.
That was 2 questions. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you're good. You're good.
You have wood envy. Your hits
Yeah,
allowed.
if someone asks you to do an invitation via wood, no.
Right.
That'd be expensive.
Okay, so you just one day, and you told the story about how you got into the wood carving.
Right.
What piece was like your longest piece that took you a very long time to really make? Because that'd be my question right there.
If that's a question, all right. So I started out let's go for what type of pieces. The bigger pieces are ones that normally take more time. So I started out with a massive grizzly bear, and that's probably my first main one I did, and it took me back then about 35 or 40 hours to do it. Same bear today, about 6 to 8 hours.
Wow.
But that was my very first one. He's actually holding my mailbox, or she. I call it she. So, yeah, holds my mailbox.
Did the man park fall off or something?
No, I don't know. My wife dresses her up too. So
Right.
So it's a she.
There you go.
There you go.
So and real quick, and this was like a two-part question. Is it how did you do you have like a picture or something that you kind of follow, or is this all just something that you're doing just off the top of your head?
Little bit of both. So many people send me pictures of their pets, their animals, or hey, Brad, I love this picture of something. Can you carve it? So I use the references at times. I'd say 90% of the stuff's off the top of my head, but besides that, like I said, man, if they give me a picture, I don't care what it is. I'll put the picture up and I'll carve it right there. And I do a lot of live carvings as well on TikTok. You see people a lot of times that they may have made this, but they didn't show how they made it.
Right.
I want to be able to show it. I want somebody to visualize it. Like, hey, man, you want to see it done? Here's how it's done.
Speaking of your socials, give those out. Give those out real quick.
All right. So, I'm on TikTok, and I'm that chainsaw guy 3. I have to double check. I think that chainsaw guy 3, and that's probably my new hot one, man. I started a couple months ago on that, and I really enjoy it, man. It's a pretty good platform, and starting to get a good underground movement. Pretty big following so far.
Y'all make sure you
Screw
go check them
that
out.
chainsaw guy 1 and 2 because it's all about the 3.
They're not. Yeah, it's all about the 3. Darren, what you got?
Okay, I got a twofold question as well.
All right, go ahead.
The first one is gas or electric?
Gas.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm tired of these folks using electric power tools.
Well, what sucks about the I do have a hedger. I got a hedger and a trimmer. The only thing that sucks about it is sometimes the cord gets caught up and they just.
Are you talking about your Manscaped again?
Yes. I got a very long. It's smooth. I like the.
We're looking for a Manscaped sponsorship. So shout out to Manscaped Lawn Care.
And it doesn't nick either.
Second part of the question is, so you do animals. You got the burger right. Got the burger right there. What about furniture?
What about invitations?
Invitations. Hey, I'm telling you, there has not been one thing that somebody said, "Can you do this?" And I haven't tried. And
custom furniture.
Yeah, custom furniture. I was doing that before I was chainsaw carving, so that's no problem.
Yeah. I might need a cheeseburger chair now.
I mean, you can get a cheeseburger chair, French fry holder, whatever you want.
Give me a little chair with like little pistols as the feet.
Man, dude, y'all didn't send the guns I
right
carve.
there.
I carve all sorts of them.
Oh wow! Well,
Can
listen.
you make like a headphone? I know you got the headphone would, but I just want like a headphone that I can actually use. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be heavy. It'd be a workout, but yeah.
if you're trying to move some of those gun chainsaw carvings, I know a guy who may let you come and display them with a price tag in the store.
Really cool ones. I'm
not doing any good at your house.
No, not at all. I'm currently working on a Tommy gun, like the old school gangster Tommy gun, and it is sick.
We just sold a gold-plated one not too long ago.
Really?
Tommy gun.
Absolutely. So
is there a piece of wood? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's the process if somebody if somebody wants to reach out to you and get them to make a very unique showpiece for their business? How do they do that?
They contact me, man. Go on Facebook, find my name, message me. A lot of times I'll attach my phone number as well. I'm not scared to give my number out, so I'll put that out there as well. And I'll just say, send me a picture. Tell me what you got. And, and I pretty much price it up on the spot. Usually I know about what things are going to cost for my time to do it. But at the same time, I'm having fun doing this. So it's an experience that I want, the customers to experience as well. Something that we're all getting something out of it.
So for the, we talked about it, and this would have been about a $1,500 piece.
Correct.
It's incredibly detailed, and like literally, if you want something to just set yourself apart and distinguish your business, a unique, this is really that price for this opportunity. The number of pictures that are going to be taken with this cheeseburger. And have our restaurant tagged in it. The number of people that are going to rub the Chubba for good luck. You can't put a price tag on that marketing.
No.
I mean, it would have cost me, I could have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on ads trying to produce the amount of run we're going to get from this cheeseburger. So I would seriously consider it if you're a local business owner, especially, and you want something to set yourself apart when customers walk through the door.
It's hands-on. It's visual too.
This,
and you put your hands on it.
Absolutely.
It's a good talking piece.
It's very
Yes,
much a
most
good
definitely.
talking piece.
Most definitely.
And my question,
Yeah, go ahead.
we talked about the process of a customer getting or a potential customer. What's the process? I know you said about depending on what the piece is, X amount of hours, but just tell the people from cutting it to staining it, polyurethane, the whole nine. Like what does that typically look like?
Well, and that's another thing with carbon. I had become a painter as well, an artist. With the paint sticks, so I paint all my stuff on my own. So pretty much, if they want anything, say if they want, a swordfish, they like fishing. They'll tell me exactly what they want. Some people want it natural, some people want it colored, and that's it. They just tell me what they want, and then I price it up from there. But I do everything from A to Z, all the way to delivering it.
What's the turnaround time look like? I mean, I know how quick you did this, but is that typical?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Usually, turnaround time is about 2 weeks for me. Now, if it's a bigger piece, depending on the jobs, I got a couple bigger ones. Might be a little longer, but once I start on a piece, it's gonna be done within 15 hours, no matter what it is.
Wow.
So do you let this dry? How long do you let
Yes, that's a good
how long do you let the
question.
wood dry?
Yeah.
So all my wood's seasoned.
Yeah.
Now every once in a while I get
I was
something
gonna
that's a
ask
little
that
bit,
too.
Yeah, I get stuff a little bit green every now and then, but the stuff I'm using now was cut down last year. And it's laying in my yard, so you want it to be seasoned because you got oak. Oak's gonna split on you a little bit. Cedar's my favorite because cedar does not split that often, and the amount of people that bring me, give me the logs, bring them to me. I mean, the generosity of them is enormous. And I mean, a lot of people, like when they get their trees cut down, they might spend a fortune on having their trees cut down their yard. And I'm like, hey man, I can use that wood. Now I'm not a licensed tree guy,
right there.
but you know what I mean. Let me get that wood, and then
I got some wood you can have. There
you go.
Well, you kind of already answered my question because I was going to say, what's your favorite type of wood to really use?
Cedar.
And you said cedar.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
That's
now,
what this guy, this Scully behind us,
Yeah, man.
is cut out of. We're gonna during the next break, we're gonna move it out and put it in front of the cheeseburger so y'all can get a little better look at it.
Now,
well, just so is there a wood that you just would not use? And then speaking of that, is there one that like a piece that you would just be like, nah, I can't do it? Like, maybe you're an Alabama fan, you would not do it.
oh man, you got to show love to everybody.
He got
I'm an
that
Alabama
Roach
fan,
Celtics
Auburn.
jersey on.
Yeah, money's green. He does
That's
have that
it,
beautiful
man.
Jason Tatum Celtics jersey on.
So I'm sure he. I wish it was a purple and gold Laker jersey, but
Nah,
we ain't
but I mean,
gonna-
but is there like, is there a piece of wood that you would not like to use, or you
Yeah.
just refuse? And
Well,
then
I
is there
never-
like a limit to like what pieces that you will not do?
No, not
Or,
really. So good question. Sweet gum. I do not like carving out sweet gum. It's not like I won't do it. Like I said, green's green, but sweet gum it's real just grainy, man. Your blade jumps on you. It's just it's not real good texture stuff to carve out of, in my opinion. So I don't really like using that type. And then when it comes to like type of carvings I'll do, I'd say portraits of humans, like of people. That's the toughest ones to do. When somebody's like, hey, I want this picture of my dead grandfather. Somebody carve me a portrait of him.
Right.
I don't turn them down, but they are the hardest ones to do.
Just get a piece of wood and just lay it. Just like, there you go. He's in the, never mind.
On that note, can we go to break, please? Because that was very dark and cold.
Just lay the piece of wood down. Yeah. So anyway, yes. So I'm very intrigued. Before we go to break, one more time, what's your social media and all that good stuff?
Let's see, I'm Brad Peaks, and so you can find me on Facebook at Brad Peaks. You can also find me on TikTok, that Chainsaw Guy 3, and yeah, that's it, man. So jump on that, and then y'all can find me on all those.
So listen, if you reached out to the fine folks at Noda Roofing because a tree fell on your roof, and you need a roofing professional, you can find them at notaroofing.com because Noda knows roofing, NOTO roofing.com. Tell them the Breaking Bread crew sent you and get a worry-free roof evaluation and tune-up, and maybe that tree that wrecked your house could turn into something very positive if you put it in the skillful hands of Mr. Brad Peaks.
Yes, most definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up, and we're going to pull this skull and spine out so you guys can get a closer look at it. It's the Breaking Bread crew on Talk on M5. Back after this.
You're listening
Us July 18th and 19th for the Redo Rodeo out of Helena Hollow. Get your tickets, helenahollow.com. We will be broadcasting live once again from the rodeo and then commentating after the fact on all of our sites and streamages and whatnot. So make sure you come out there and check us out. So if you're watching on the stream, one of the streams, we moved the skull in vertebrae or spinal cord from back behind the chair that you can see it. Darian, AJ, how crazy is that?
Man. That's amazing. It almost looks like it's glowing right there.
It does.
It just kind of has like a glow to it. But is that one piece of wood, or is that multiple pieces of wood? Wow.
That is one piece. I'm big on
crazy.
having one piece.
If you're a chiropractor, you need this in your office.
Yeah, for sure. Or if you're a person who loves to decorate your home for Halloween and you want something unique that no one else has.
You win Halloween.
I mean, if you just
Halloween.
like if you just put a little cover on the bottom and then run a smoke machine up so it's just and shine the light just right. Oh yeah.
We need to take it to the Redo Rodeo and put a cowboy hat on it.
Red cowboy.
If somebody wanted to purchase this from you for their doctor's office or for their Halloween display, what do you let something like this go for?
$750.
Nice.
Oh, he said that quick, straight up. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
How long did it take you to do that one?
That one took 4 hours.
And this is one of the ones that you did this on your TikTok live.
Yeah, I did. I go on TikTok live almost. Starting to do about every night, and so I did this on live mode. I guess what was it, 4 nights ago?
So this is new.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just made it like within.
You
the
can smell the
week.
lacquer on that.
Hey
one.
man, come
You
on.
actually can.
Yeah,
Whole room smells like it's like when Jamie walked in when he was on.
Yeah, he smelled like a cowboy.
Yeah, it smelled like a Western store came in here.
Brad's a real one, man.
Awesome.
He's got sawdust on him and everything as we sit here. This is one of the
Dude,
great
I
things
get
about
covered.
this Scotch guarded furniture from Launcher Furniture Company. We ain't got to worry about it.
Man, straight
Wonderful.
up. What?
Is there another piece you're working on now, or is
Yes.
that kind of hush secret?
Oh no, man, it's nothing's secret. I'm doing a really cool piece, and there's the lady that saw the skull that I did on this one, and so they have a motorcycle club, I believe, and they went a Harley Davidson like V-twin motor, whatever it is, and then had the skull underneath of it. So it's sort of like their logo. And so I'm in the middle of working on that, man. I'll have that finished up tonight, and also have 3 dogs I did for a homeowner that will be finished up tonight as well.
What you need to do, since we are
Make
here,
some invitations.
what you need to do, since we are here in the state of Alabama, you need to make, and I'm not telling you what to do, but
Yeah, go ahead.
you'll make a killing if you make a BCS championship kind of replica for the 2010 Auburn team and pick any one of Saban's championships to recreate.
Yeah. Oh man, sports. Don't get me started on that, man. I do all sorts of sports.
Definitely make a championship trophy from Alabama because it's going to be a minute before they win another one.
Ooh, I hope just
So true.
whoa.
Just is what it is.
We're gonna let that ride since y'all the defending national champions, right?
Hey,
we'll let that
Brad,
ride.
man, thanks for y'all.
guys.
Y'all check out Brad Peaks on Facebook. Scroll through all the stuff that he can do. Hit him up. Order some stuff for your business, and please come back and see us
7 seconds.
Yeah,
anytime.
most definitely. Thank y'all.
Till tomorrow.